Every day, you are expending energy, but not all energy is equal. There's a frequency, a voltage that lives beneath your thoughts, beneath your habits, beneath even your emotions. It's your sexual energy, and in the modern world it's being drained at an alarming rate. Not just through physical intimacy, but through obsession, through fantasy, through unconscious habits that leak your life force into screens, distractions, and moments that hold no sacredness. This isn't about shame. This is about power. Because when sexual energy is unconscious, it becomes scattered, and when it's scattered, it creates chaos internally and externally. You feel it as fatigue, anxiety, confusion, lack of direction. But beneath it all, what's truly happening is that your core essence, the energy that creates worlds, is being siphoned away without your awareness. Today, we're going to talk about how to reclaim it. Because your sexual energy is sacred, and you were never meant to leak it. You were meant to transmute it into magnetism, into clarity, into creation, into spiritual fire. Sexual energy is not just biological, it's energetic. It's the densest form of spiritual energy in the body, and when it is released unconsciously, it leaves openings in the auric field. Every unintentional encounter, every obsessive thought, every emotional attachment forms cords, connections that siphon your life force long after the moment has passed. You might think it ends after the experience, but energetically, fragments of your essence remain with every place, every person, every image you've engaged with, especially when that engagement lacked presence. What happens then? Your aura weakens, your nervous system destabilizes, you become more reactive, less centered. The body becomes a vessel of short circuits, constantly craving a hit of energy while not realizing it's bleeding out. This is why many people feel spiritually stuck despite doing the inner work, because their life force, the very current they need to ascend, is being drained at the root. And if we don't consciously shift this pattern, we stay caught in a loop of craving, release, depletion, and spiritual amnesia. But it doesn't have to be that way. The great spiritual traditions all understood the power of sexual energy. The Taoists spoke of it as Jing, the essence that, when preserved and refined, becomes Shen spirit. They taught how to cycle this energy through the microcosmic orbit, lifting it from the base of the spine into the brain and heart. The Tantric adepts of India and Tibet didn't suppress this energy, they sanctified it. They saw it as the divine union of Shiva and Shakti consciousness and energy merging within the body. Through breath, mantra, and inner awareness, they opened portals to the cosmos. And the Hermetic alchemists of Egypt and Greece knew that the seed, both literal and metaphorical, was the philosopher's stone. When withheld, blessed, and transmuted, it became gold. Not material gold, but the radiant light of the perfected self. In all these systems, sexual energy wasn't shameful, it was sacred, and it wasn't just for reproduction or pleasure, it was for ascension. To waste it was to forget who you are, to refine it was to remember. So how do we begin to shift this in the modern world? It starts with awareness, with choosing not to numb out when that energy rises, with reclaiming the breath. Next time you feel a surge of sexual energy, try this. Instead of releasing it outward, breathe it up. Inhale through the base, exhale through the crown. Visualize it moving through your spine, activating each chakra. This is not fantasy, this is energetic technology. Be present with the sensation. Don't suppress it. Don't indulge it. Just hold it. Let it refine you. With time, the body will remember, the aura will strengthen, and the craving for external outlets will soften because you're becoming internally luminous. Practice sovereignty. Choose where your energy goes. Withdraw cords from the past. Reclaim fragments of yourself from old entanglements. Declare your field to be whole again. Because you don't need more stimulation. You need more containment. Sacred containment that allows your energy to rise, not spill. And here's what most people never realize. Sexual energy is not just something that rises, it returns. Every time you withhold from releasing it outward and instead move it inward, something begins to happen in your field. Your magnetism increases. Your auric body starts to pulse with coherence. Your voice, your eyes, your presence all begin to carry a different frequency. You start walking into rooms and things shift, not because you're trying, but because your essence is no longer diluted. This is why spiritual warriors and mystics of the past treated sexual discipline as non-negotiable, because every time they withheld from scattering, they were storing that voltage for revelation. This isn't about repression, it's about preparation. Your body becomes a vessel of light. Your cells become crystalline, your emotions settle, and the divine begins to move through you. Try this. Before you fall into the old pattern, pause. Ask yourself, is this my desire or is this a craving from my past attachments? Then breathe. Stand tall. Feel the energy at the base of your spine, and instead of pushing it outward, lift it like incense to the divine. Let it bless you first. Let it rise through your inner temples, from root to womb to heart to third eye, each level purifying and refining the impulse until it becomes vision, purpose, creativity, peace. This is what the mystics meant by being lit from within. And it begins with reverence. Speak to your body like it is sacred architecture. Speak to your energy like it is holy fire. Because the more you do, the more your system will remember how to contain it, hold it, and channel it. You become less reactive, less triggered, less addicted to what never really nourished you. Instead, you become a channel for creation, love, and divine knowing. Not because you force yourself into control, but because you have remembered your worth. You're not here to give your energy away to quick fixes and echoes of connection. You're here to burn clean, to rise whole, to become a sovereign generator of life force so radiant that anything not in harmony with your soul simply dissolves. And that, beloved one, is power. You've always known your energy was sacred. The question is, will you honor it now? Will you stop scattering your soul for scraps of attention? Will you stop abandoning your divinity for a moment of escape? Because the moment you decide to return fully, everything changes. Your clarity sharpens. Your nervous system stabilizes. Your manifestations quicken. Your presence deepens. Because you're no longer leaking. You're no longer chasing. You're no longer lost. You are home in your own body, and the body remembers. Let this be your vow, to never again treat your divine essence as disposable, to never again abandon your energy in moments of disconnection, to remember and re-embody the flame you were born to carry. Because when you hold it, the universe responds, not with noise but with clarity. Not with craving, but with calm. You become the one who walks with light, not because you seek it, but because you are it. And if no one ever told you this before, hear it now. Your sexual energy is not shameful. It's not dirty. It's not something to suppress. It's something to refine. It is your root fire, the primal coding that connects you to the earth, to desire, to life itself. But when it's not directed with soul, it becomes chaos. So today, decide to walk differently. When you feel that pull, that hunger, that pulse, don't run from it and don't obey it blindly. Instead, listen. What does this energy really want? Beneath the ache is an ancient knowing, a longing not for another body but for union with your own soul. Let the heat guide you back inward. Breathe, contain, transmute, and rise. Because the world doesn't need more numbness. It needs beings on fire with conscious energy. It needs you whole, sovereign, and lit from within. No more leaking. No more giving yourself away in pieces. This is the season of your return, the homecoming of your full power, and it begins now, not with effort, but with awareness, not with force, but with fire. So close your eyes, feel your pulse, and remember, you were never meant to be scattered. You were meant to burn clean, whole, holy, and now you will. And this is the final step, the integration that seals the transformation, reclaiming your sexual sovereignty as a daily practice, not just a mystical idea. Each morning, place your hands over your lower abdomen and affirm, "This energy is mine. I honor it, I contain it, I direct it." Let it be part of your daily ritual, like brushing your teeth or making your bed. You're not just preparing your body, you're calibrating your field. This energy is alive, and when you wake it with reverence, it becomes your silent ally throughout the day. It protects your boundaries, heightens your perception, amplifies your magnetism. So walk differently now. Let your spine carry the memory of royalty. Let your gaze hold the calm fire of one who knows their own power. You are no longer searching, you are transmitting. You are no longer craving, you are anchoring, and the sacred pulse of creation flows through you because you have chosen to hold it with devotion. This is your return, and from this place nothing is wasted, everything is transformed. And if you ever doubt again, come back to this simple truth. Your energy is sacred, and it responds to how you hold it. It's not about perfection. It's about presence, the daily return, the quiet discipline of staying conscious. You may fall, we all do, but now you rise faster. Now you catch the pattern sooner. Now you remember that no craving is stronger than your soul's fire. So take this energy, this divine inheritance, and let it become your art, your devotion, your gift to the world. Write with it, create with it, love with it. Build something that will outlast the fleeting pull of pleasure. Because when you master your energy, you master your reality, and in doing so, you become the vessel for a new world, one where desire is sacred, one where discipline is liberation, one where power is love embodied, and it all begins with you.